Once upon a time in a quiet town, there lived a woman named Meg. Her life took an unexpected turn as she found herself on the brink of a divorce, preparing to separate from her husband. With a heavy heart, she began the search for a new home where she and her son could start anew. Their quest for a suitable residence led them through numerous houses, none of which seemed to capture Meg's heart. The strain of an impending divorce and the emotional toll it took on her family pushed Meg to seek a fresh beginning, in a place that resonated with comfort and security. In their house-hunting journey, the real estate dealer showed them a property that belonged to a deceased wealthy man. The house was equipped with all sorts of facilities, and due to the demise of its owner, it was being sold at a remarkably low price. Intrigued, Meg and her son ventured inside, immediately captivated by the grandeur of the house. However, their excitement was short-lived when they reached the third floor. There, they discovered a peculiar room, a bunker, a safe room, or a panic room, designed to hide something valuable. Meg, curious and somewhat disturbed, questioned the dealer about the purpose of such a room. The dealer revealed that the previous owner, a wealthy man, had constructed the room to safeguard millions of dollars in case of emergencies or attacks. Meg, despite feeling uneasy about the room, was enamored with the rest of the house and decided to purchase it. Life in the new house seemed idyllic at first. Meg and her daughter settled in, appreciating the luxury that surrounded them. However, their newfound tranquility was disrupted when Meg, guided by the dealer, discovered the room's unique features. Cameras covered the entire house, and iron walls and electrified rods added an extra layer of security. The most intriguing aspect was the phone in the room, set to never shut off. To activate it, the company that installed it had to make the call, an unusual detail that Meg found both perplexing and unsettling. Despite her reservations, Meg chose to focus on the luxurious aspects of her new home, dismissing the strange room as an eccentricity she could live with. Little did she know that this decision would soon be put to the ultimate test. One fateful night, as Meg and her daughter slept peacefully, a group of thieves targeted their opulent residence. The thieves, led by a man named Burnham, believed the house to be empty, making it the perfect target for a heist. As the thieves attempted to break in, Burnham, who possessed a sense of morality, became conflicted. He refused to harm innocent people and, realizing that the house was not empty, hesitated to proceed with the plan. However, the grandson of the deceased owner, privy to the plan, insisted on carrying out the robbery. Meg's peaceful night turned into a nightmare when the thieves entered their home. Burnham, torn between loyalty to his criminal companions and his conscience, grappled with the unfolding situation. The grandson revealed his dark plan to use a hired killer to eliminate any obstacles. In a desperate bid to escape, Meg and her daughter sought refuge in the peculiar room on the third floor. The thieves, unaware of the room's existence, resorted to drastic measures to force them out. Poisonous gas filled the room, creating a life-threatening situation. Thinking on her feet, Meg's daughter discovered fire jackets and used them to protect themselves from the gas. In a moment of ingenuity, they ignited the gas, causing an explosion that left the thieves disoriented. Amid the chaos, Burnham, witnessing the moral decay of his accomplices, decided to leave the criminal life behind. The situation escalated further as Meg's daughter suffered a seizure, desperately needing her medication. Meg, torn between the safety of her daughter and the threats outside the room, faced an impossible choice. Burnham, now on the side of morality, intervened, providing the much-needed medicine. In a surprising turn of events, Burnham turned against the thieves, saving Meg and her daughter. The grandson, driven by greed and vengeance, met a tragic end at the hands of the hired killer. The police arrived in the nick of time, apprehending the criminals and restoring order to Meg's life. In the aftermath of the harrowing experience, Meg and her daughter sought a fresh start. They decided to leave behind the lavish house, now tainted by traumatic memories, and embarked on a search for a new home. This time, they prioritized simplicity and security, aiming to create a haven free from hidden dangers. Eventually, they found a charming house that offered the peace and security they craved. As they settled into their new home, Meg reflected on the resilience and strength that had emerged from the nightmarish ordeal. Her daughter recovered from the trauma, and together, they forged a path towards a brighter future. The film concluded with Meg and her daughter seated in the living room of their new home, a place filled with warmth and the promise of a fresh start. The scars of the past began to fade as they embraced the simple joys of a normal life, grateful for the strength that had carried them through the darkest of nights.